They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Running the football, now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Let's talk for a second about Nevada. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Using his legs, it's Allen. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Oh, better look out. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Bully ball on third and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Vance. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Takes the handoff, it's Turner. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can put...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Aller. Grab near the sticks, it's Saunders. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Howard Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
It's complete to the right, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's caught. It's Pena. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Oh, out of space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Hayes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just feeds the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On first down from their own 22. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. To the air, it's Aller. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hunt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Vance. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him, you got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Slams ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Aller. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff. But
looking for more room. He has the first and still on his feet. Wide open space. Touchdown, Nevada. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender?
Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw on first down. And as he throws, he's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Aller. With the catch, it's Singleton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
On the run, it's Turner. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It's complete. Speeding down the left side. Lots of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back zone.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Aller. He'll take another shot here. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Got it set up on the outside. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Nevada will be forced to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Purdy. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Offense, you've got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him.
Catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
To throw, it's Allard. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will to go up top on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, wrecked.
It's a seam wide open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Nevada going quickly. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Pressure coming. He's going up top here late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Now on the return. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's brought down at the 6th of the defense, feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Coming up, fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Quickly complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Using his legs, it's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Purdy. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Penn State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or turning it on. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a connection. He'll work his way down to the 28. They get a big win here and start the season on a